on this meeting too, just to kind of capture my notes. Um, so I guess I will. I'll just zero you right into kind of where we last left off. You know that well, we had a couple items, but this one was in terms of observing the trip progress. And I'm going to. I'll show you where this integrates, but I'm just going to jump midway into the work stream. Where we are about to go would have happened right after you'd finished providing a physical description of yourself, how tall you were, and that low. So this information would have been populated, you know, that name, age, gender. And so the thought was, you know, as I walked through this, the expertise of being able to identify a hairstyle is not consistent. And so I thought we could kind of simplify it into basically 3 questions, and let me know if you think this is just and we could make it more sophisticated later, but simply how long is your hair, what type of texture is it, and is it braided? If there were other hair attributes, we can make them as check boxes. Okay. So, and you know, still kind of, I was thinking we could even simplify this one, but you know, I know it's still kind of subjective, but you could say, you know, for me, I have, you know, short, straight hair that's not braided, and then it starts to kind of compose this. It says you have short, straight hair. You know, as you change it, it would continue to change the sentence.
Gotcha. Very cool.
And then, like, these are I think these are fairly standard. I think that's as standard as we can get it. And then later on, I mean, so I think that's a fair enough description, and we'll kind of incorporate that into the verbal description. But so short length, straight hair, and then you proceed, and then this next part is the facial hair. Okay. And what's a little bit different is hair in your head that's just kind of one place. Well, the facial hair can be a couple different places. So presumably you would have the same. I have straight hair on my face, but I guess some people could have a different hair texture. Right. And then if you didn't have facial hair, you could hit proceed. But if you did, just indicate what type of hair you have. So I have a curly beard. I could have a curly medium beard. I could have a curly. If I, you know, I was trying just to come up with all the scenarios. Like, for example, an Orthodox Jewish person locks. So I'm wondering, like, all right, so would it be like short, medium, long locks? Right. I think this one's a proof of concept, but I was thinking this kind of simplifies this one. So we're starting to. This is generating another one. So instead of you have, I have this for the testing, but it's like a curly medium beard and medium sideburns. Gotcha. And so you proceed here, and this is the next one where there'd be kind of your clothing description. This is the narrative right here, where it'll be composing your subjective description. Okay. So just like that radio description before, if you can imagine, there's not a lot on the screen, but you'd have your, actually let me pull up our project document, this one here. And then later, I really would like to have kind of a visual feedback, but I think at this point it would be nice to kind of put that back, like, you know, we could circle back to that one. As you start to have the description, we could start having a visual feedback. But my thought is, if we were to use this persona, Jerry Schnauder, he has short, straight hair, short length, straight hair. Yeah. Yeah, that works for sure. And you can kind of see this. Once this is fully integrated, this whole kind of breadcrumb kind of progress thing will be consistent with everything. So, basic formatting. So he has short length, straight hair. You know, right now, if you ever need to reset, just hit this button.
Okay.
It'll set it there. I mean, I guess he could be one of those people with straight hair and we'll just make it straight sideburns. And he has short sideburns.
Cool.
I guess it's safe to assume that most people would have sideburns. So straight hair and straight short sideburns. I wasn't sure. So we'll kind of model that with short straight hair. Oops. So the subjective is 27-year-old, 6'4" or 6 foot tall white man, not of Hispanic origin, weighing 150 pounds, with brown hair and green colored eyes. And then I guess we would just put in the male thing, like he, you know, but we would put in kind of the gender thing.
Right.
He has short length, straight hair, and straight short sideburns, period. And then the next sentence would probably be he is wearing.
Right. And then, yeah, the observable clothing.
And you know, with the clothing, I'm planning on just, you know, in terms of the standard descriptions.
Right.
You know, if we take a look, I've got a couple of the different forms. Where is it? This one. Yeah, the Homeland Security form, I think. Well, I'll just use, for today's purpose, because we have this here. My thought is we would have this checklist right here all the way down. So hat, you could just hit a check, you know, and then, you know, in terms of the description, I'm guessing like hat, and then you just say color.
Yeah.
So for each one of these, similar to what my thought is, and sorry for getting this one down, but I would say like clothing, accessories. You know, if this were hat, you would just specify color. I'm not sure if like we'd want to get into brand just yet, but so this could be hat and, you know, and a yellow hat.
Right. Right.
Unless there's something special where, you know, the only parts are like if you'd want to have an other description. So we could do, you know, a couple things or give you the option. I just think anytime when you type, that just slows it down, and I don't think from a mobile, it's not bad if you're on a computer, but I just don't think it's all that great when you're on a mobile device. And I don't know if that really sinks or swims it anyways. So
yeah,
hat.
Sorry.
Oh, so I'm just going to kind of run through here just to test this out here. So color, so we could just hat, and we could give you the option to specify color or not. Because you could say hat, and then option to specify color, jacket, option to specify color. Yeah, so colors, I'm just thinking that's the only description that's needed.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else really. Everything else is really super specific otherwise.
Yeah, I mean the only thing where I think it would be possibly a nice clue, and maybe that's you could come up with that on there. Is if I said, well, he's got a big Alaska Pacific University rain poncho.
Right.
Yeah, that would be something that I would have, but maybe that's, you know, that's that extra thing that, you know, you can only do so much with the with that.
Right.
So, all right. So if we have this, so I'll have that next screen. We'll go ahead and we'll just kind of build all those check boxes right here. Let's just do that right now. Well, when I build that out, I think that's where it's useful for me to make you the presenter, because then you can just see them pop up, and then and then that will take care of, once we have that, I believe that takes care of all of our rescue information. So we proceed here. We're going to go to this clothing description. I'm going to put all these check boxes here, and from that, we'll be able to generate the subjective description of appearance, or just maybe we'll call this subjective description of appearance.
Okay.
We'll put in there, and then this will just kind of disappear. Maybe you could still upload a photo if you wanted, but this is just kind of like, got it. Here's your whole. Here's what you look like.
Right.
So shoe type and shoe size, I don't think unless you find. I mean, so this is a question I would think at this point. If we go in the direction of we just specify shoe color, then is that a big deal for losing this granular information?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think
I'm confident we could always add it back in,
right,
if needed, but we could still have the have the option of adding a photo of your appearance. I still think that would be good, because that might be the part. The only thing I could think of would some scenarios would be if you were assistive. Like there's other things that you talked about. There's some things that you might not want to verbalize or not sure how to verbalize or what have you. And so one example could be if you had an accessory, I see people running up and down on the road, the river road next to the Potomac, and there are amputees that are running with a prosthetic leg.
Okay, right.
Kind of a standard question, but boy, that'd be a really nice clue and nice piece of information to have.
For
and
sure.
so I figure that would be the part where, anything else, take a photo or something like that.
Yeah.
You could add that and maybe have a description box. So anyway, so this screen we'll get to here. I'll make you the presenter while I'm doing this, so you can just kind of see us put it there. But we'll have it as a description and a picture. But we'll lose the shoe. We'll make the shoe size a little simpler.
Okay. Cool.
And then we'll just kind of get you back to the sequence, and obviously it would have been cleared.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to make you presenter if you don't mind.
Yeah.
All right. And the way you can kind of zero into where we are right now is that monitor trip.
There we go.
And then after we do that, after we do the monitor trip and stuff, then we can kind of walk through from start to finish with the rescue information. But yeah, so you can go ahead and just fill out, hair specification and hair texture, just to kind of move forward to the clothing description.
There we are.
And then that blue refresh thing will put the other.
Gotcha.
If you could, let's see, I'm trying to figure out how I could you read, well, let's see, I'm trying to think of the easiest way. So the first thing we're going to describe is like hat. I'm trying to come up with the name, remember the names. Hat, jacket.
Oh, yeah. I can open the doc here. Where'd it go?
Use the Alaska Rescue information right above media. So
here. Yeah, so first one's hat.
Okay, hat.
And then we have jacket.
Jacket. Okay, hat, jacket, sweater.
Sweater, yeah.
And shirt.
Shirt and pants.
Boots. Let's say boots or shoes. Or do we
Yeah.
say where?
I mean, yeah, probably boots or shoes. I mean, you're not
Okay.
going to really have both on, so.
All right. Gloves, rainwear. All right. That's pretty good. All right. So we'll have all those. Thank you. And then, yeah, so you can go back to the sim. Those are in there. Let me just get check boxes for all of them.
Awesome.
I'm going to get the, oops. Got to just fix the spacing a little bit, and then when we come back, I can do this, you know, between now, like that narrative, like business logic.
Gotcha.
I can do that, finishing off the layout, but this is enough for us to, this will be clothing description. All right. So if you refresh that, that's
Oh, perfect.
something like that. And then so you'll hit these. It's not like saving the information, but you'd save this stuff here.
Right.
Put another thing. We put our breadcrumb thing on there too, so we can see our progress. If you refresh over time,
Oh,
you'll
cool.
have something like this. So you're describing your appearance. You hit proceed. You go to this next one. This is where we're going to get rid of the we're going to get rid of that text box.
Okay.
We'll have a narrative in there later, but we'll just have confirm physical. We'll call this confirm physical description. And we'll confirm, if you refresh it, you'll see that. And here we'll have the subjective description. So you'll have a subjective description, and then we'll have add photo.
Yeah.
And optional description. If you refresh this,
Gotcha. Nice.
so yeah, so the spacing will be a little bit different, but that subjective description is going to talk about what your hair looks like, you know, on your head, on your face, as well as what you're wearing. And then you can, you know, I guess optional description, we'll put add photo and all that stuff below optional description, because all this stuff is optional.
Right.
The button test will go, but that's just what we have right now.
Okay.
So just to kind of go through this flow, well, actually, so let's step through the adding the rescue information. If you click the reusable button,
Yeah.
and then go to click Expedition Team, and then go to Include People and Resources. So you've just received a link saying, hey, Andrew, participate in this trip. Just need to add the person information.
Right.
You would just go, you would click person data, and then right now we just have not now, but in the future that verified access would be like if you click the login button, that's what would happen.
Right.
Then you proceed, and then I can tell you the description of the persona here. So it's Jerry Schnauder. He's 27. Male. He's white, not of Hispanic origin, with brown hair and green eyes.
Cool.
150 pounds, and he's 6'0", 6 foot. Confirm. That's proceeding, and then the next one. Oh, so at the next part. Oh, let me. Can you go back? I want to fix that nav. You hit the back arrow.
I'll hit the back arrow. Okay.
Oh, cool. Stay right there.
Yeah.
Because you're going to. Measurements, and then after we ask for your measurements, we'll go. Instead of describing clothing, you will then begin to describe hair on head. Hit refresh one more time. So then you click proceed.
Awesome. Nice.
And that would hit that reset button, because that would have been
Gotcha.
that would have been, that's what you would see. Or that's what Jerry would. He has brown-haired, short length, straight hair, and straight, short sideburns. No, his hair's not braided.
And straight, short, sideburns. Cool.
Then you'd proceed. And then he would put in his clothing description. How about we say indicate clothes that you're wearing? Because I think this is still that's a little vague.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, so indicate clothes. What clothing you'd be wearing? Help us find you. Catching up with where you are. Indicate clothes that you will be wearing. Indicate what clothes you're wearing.
Indicate what clothing you will be wearing. I think, yeah, indicate clothes.
And we're not on this one yet. We'll get back to it. If you hit refresh, you'll see the.
Nice.
What clothes you'll be wearing? What clothes you'll wear?
I don't know if it's clothing or clothes. Indicate what
Or
clothes.
wearing. Describe what you're wearing.
Yeah, describe what you're wearing.
I like that because it's shorter. It's short and punchy. All right, so if you refresh that,
Perfect.
so describe what you're wearing. You just click whatever you're wearing. You would assume that you're wearing, pants, shirt, and all that stuff. Okay, and I'll fix this spacing on that. There we go. Let's make these all. Can you refresh that?
Yeah.
Just click boots and shoes. Just want to see. I'm going to move over some more. And then once I get it on boots and shoes, I'll move that to everyone else. Hit refresh one more time.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good one. Okay, so all these guys will be 225. Hold on one moment.
Yeah.
I'm updating these so that you can see that they're changing. I've got that same issue. It's difficult to talk and
Yeah. And do at the same time. It's okay. I totally understand.
more. The last one is rainwear. Okay, cool. If you refresh it and check all the check boxes, they should be consistent. I'll check box aligned. Okay, and that rainwear one is now that checkbox. Refresh that one more time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let me see. Oh, it's 225. Okay. All the other ones are off by 10. I can fix that. Gloves and rainwear. I think we got them all. Yeah, wouldn't mind flashing that one, just check them all down.
Perfect.
All right, you would pick that, and I'll come back and do the logic, but it would be saving that, coming up with the description, and then you would click proceed, and then you would see that subjective description that we just had saying, Jerry has his what his hair looks like, what his facial hair is like. We could put in some logic where at this point, for the facial hair, I don't know if you noticed, give you the option just to skip if you are clean shaven. I could automatically skip if you're a female.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. I can't imagine why. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just put in the logic. So if you're a female, it wouldn't ask you about that description, but you'll see that, and then instead of proceeding, you would say confirm. I'm going to change that word to confirm. Confirm. You refresh that, you'll see that it says confirm. But you say, okay, that's cool. Awesome. You provide an optional description. If you had, in this case, there's nothing special about Jerry that he needs to take a photo or provide a description on, so he just hits confirm and proceeds. So I don't know if, so just hit confirm. Does that take you to the next one? Select region.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Then he provides contact information. This is a part where I think this is kind of correct, and that that describe appearance will follow our new logic there.
Okay.
With that, but this is the part with how do we contact you. We're still kind of a little wrapped around the axle. Like we want to be able to regionalize it. Just or right. I thought that was something we had said before. So
yeah.
You have the ability to select your flag or your region, and then we kind of have two kind of we kind of have a couple different conflicting thoughts that kind of make this one a little tricky. One part is to say, are you text message capable? And perhaps, is that a number you can text me on? As well as the, indicating what purpose you use it for.
Right.
Where it starts to get redundant because, like, obviously mobile is redundant with text message capable.
Right.
So I guess I was we'll have to circle back to this one, but actually there's three things. You have prominent, so like phone 1 is more prominent. I'm guessing that would be your primary source of contact, and phone 2 is your secondary source of contact. I still am kind of, I guess with the descriptions, I'm still kind of off on that one. I guess, what do you think about that? I guess or do you have thoughts on that one before I?
Well, like I see what you're saying about the homework mobile and text message capable. It seems like mobile's already text message capable. Home is not text message capable, and work is possibly text message capable. But
yeah. And I'm trying to think how the rescuers would, what the rescuers would do with this information if they knew that the phone was, what your phones were.
Right.
Would they? Yeah, I guess that's.
I mean, they would call. They would for sure call the phone just to see if they can, by any chance, come in contact with you before they start sending out all these resources to get you.
Okay.
So that's something they would do. They probably wouldn't text you.
Okay. So that's probably not, okay. So we'll get rid of so then that whole text message capable thing will get rid of that.
Yeah, we could, that'd probably work.
Okay. So if you refresh that, should be gone. Okay.
Awesome. Can we
Default
play?
on the second one be, we'll say like we'll make it work or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll come back. I guess that was two things I'm using at the same time. All right, so if you just refresh that,
Yeah. Gotcha.
fix it at some points with the logic, but it should have work being, oh, it doesn't have work, it's the default. Let me try that one more time. Okay, if you refresh it one more time, you'll see like that has work as the
Oh,
default.
okay. Cool. Nice.
And probably that UI is not, I'll make that coloring look a little bit better.
Okay. Cool.
This is the part too where I'm thinking that if this is the screen where maybe we might say like, hey, if you decided that you wanted a PanSurvival account, you wouldn't have to fill this one in. It's almost well, or maybe we leave this one open regardless. But this is the part where, boy, if you decided to use a PanSurvival account, which you could add just by clicking that login button,
Right.
Could you skip this?
Um.
It would be a lot easier for a user.
Right. Yeah, I mean that would make sense. Yeah.
Okay. So my thought is, and just to show you, so if they were to, I mean, so we'll have kind of one more like, how do we contact you, and then just put in one more thing, or just associate us, or just create a PanSurvival account.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then if you did that, we'll have that text, and then what would happen is like, or we'll say, or just click login to create a PanSurvival account.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That works.
They would click login, and if you go up to that top right and click the login button, oh, cool, I can't see your mouse move, but obviously you clicked it. You would have this experience. You'd fill it out, and I don't have it right now, but after you signed in and finished this, it would bring you back to the next screen.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
So hit the back arrow.
Yeah.
You wouldn't mind. And so you click that, and then you click proceed, and then this is the last part where you say like where you indicate your emergency contact.
Right.
That's where we'll send them the link, or I will send them the link, and I want PanSurvival to contact them too.
Right.
Oh, whoops! I need to fix this. So we'll have the. I think we had gotten halfway through that, and I didn't finish all the text. So if you refresh, those are the preferred choices.
Okay. Cool.
Let me update that. just for the, let's see, we'll do it this way. So dimensions. I need to put in one thing. I'm integrating that the the text message part.
Okay, cool.
Pop-up window. It's going to have a width of 650 pixels. 1,200. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple things. So if you refresh this,
Yeah.
I'm putting this a little bit for demonstration. So if you click, I will send them the link.
Okay.
And hit proceed. This will simulate how you would do that.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome.
And then you would click send. And this is what's on your other side, and you would probably close this off, but if you wanted to, you could proceed to step through this one.
Okay, gotcha.
And I probably shouldn't use military time, but and you can close that because we can bring that up later.
Okay, cool.
This other one, I will send them the link, and I want PanSurvival to contact them too. We have not, I guess there should be an email address that pops up, right? I guess we should say provide their email address, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They'll have to type in their email for their PanSurvival to contact them.
Hold on one moment. Be right putting that in there. Okay, if you refresh and then select that option.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
Refresh one more time.
Refresh.
All right. You'll put in that email information, and then so you type in whatever. And then you hit proceed. And then this is the last part before you're done, where we want to just ask some questions, just before we go.
Right.
Before we're done. All right. Have we gotten some better information on this one? So right now we have experience. I don't think we've touched this one, but
yeah.
Okay, I think we have something for this. Either that's lost person questionnaire or something like that.
Right.
That Homeland Security one has the question. Okay, I think I have it right. Okay, there's something called a search urgency determination form. I'm going to, if you open up I can send you a link to this one. I just sent you a link in your chat window.
Oh, okay. Here, let me put that up. Where is is the chat window? There.
Or it's on. You can get to it from the For Andrew page too if you want.
Gotcha.
All right, got it. Now scroll down to D2. I think this is what we should. This might be, which is way down there. That's like 2/3 of the way down.
All right. Let's see. D. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Shit.
Let's see. So that's and this can kind of help determine. So age we'll already know.
Yeah.
Would it be nice to know if they have a medical condition?
Yeah, they would.
All right. So let's know if they have a medical condition. And actually, let's just say, do you have one of the 4 medical conditions, right? Diabetes, asthma, seizures, diabetes. Why do I mess up? Forget the 4th one.
Diabetes, asthma, seizures, like any cardiac disorders.
Diabetes, asthma, seizures, heart condition.
Yeah.
So we'll say, do you have any of these medical conditions? And you can just check, have a check box.
Yeah.
And then we'll say subject experience profile. That's the same thing as familiarity with the area. I think familiarity with the area is more user-friendly, but we'll report it as that.
Yeah.
And you'll get to have those 4 things. Weather profile, I don't think that goes in there. So I think so. I think let me make a copy. So are you fine with kind of replacing that? Okay. So we'll have making my own version of this one right now. And I'm going to give you a link to what I'm working on.
Okay.
I wonder if there's other stuff that we could loot from as well.
Yeah.
So this one. Okay, so let's replace physical fitness with what was it? The medical condition.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm so glad we're finally writing this one down because maybe I'll remember what dash is. I've had a hard time with that. All right, so we have check box I want to use. If you go to that screen, you'll see and refresh it. You'll see that I put a word test, and that'll move you over to that screen where I'm kind of rapidly kind of putting together
Oh,
what we
okay.
have.
Cool. Cool.
So diabetes, and I'm telling you right now, I'm going to need some help with the spelling. Is that diabetes? Did I spell that
Oh,
right?
yeah. Diabetes. Diabetes.
Oh, if you refresh it, I did put in something. Okay, that's what I put in there.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Asthma. And we could do the same thing if we wanted. Um, Sometimes it's useful to know like the last time you've had an issue with it, or
Yeah.
or maybe people don't. Maybe that's a little too personal. We just want to know if you have it. Let's
See, we could go really in depth into the medical stuff. I don't know. Maybe it should have its own like section.
and maybe this is something that can be added in addition. This is like
Right.
we're just trying to make it so you can get into the park.
Right. Yeah, it would definitely be additional. I can't imagine everybody would put medical stuff in, but if you were prudent, I feel like you would. If you're a prudent traveler.
And that's where your emergency contact can help, because that's really not necessary if there's no emergency.
Right, right.
Diabetes, asthma, seizures, and heart disease. Okay, so if you refresh that, diabetes, asthma, seizures, heart. And since we're not going to go into details, I can save some space and I can kind of do columns there.
Yeah.
Because and I'm thinking this part is it's kind of like that. It's just good practice if you had diabetes to have a diabetic tag. You know,
Right.
they don't
Right.
have the equivalent for seizures, but I mean that would probably be same type of thing. And that's where it's useful that later on when we come out to the printouts, if the QR codes, and if you refresh it, you'll see that. It might be nice to know, saying like, I have heart disease and I've got the whatever that is, the nitrogen tablets in my
Yeah. Nitroglycerin, yeah.
glycerin. Yes. So, anyways, that's this. We can and then we can get the details later. Maybe yeah. But I feel good. That's a standard one. And then the next one is, so that's medical conditions. So it's similar, but so medical condition and then subject experience. Okay, that's kind of like familiar. It says subject experience. I think that means familiarity with the area.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I take that back.
Well, it's
So
kind of like a combo, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess we could take out like experience and familiarity with geography and then just put their subject experience profile.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what the plain language is of that one.
Right.
I kind of like outdoor experience
Yeah, that's a good one.
or expedition experience because we're
No, I
kind
think
of calling.
I think outdoor would work well.
Okay. All right. So if
Yeah.
you refresh
Yeah, perfect.
that, um, and I think it's probably a little, you know, well, and then so this one's just kind of, I kind of like what we have. Maybe we, it's the tone's probably more playful than what we want here. But
Right.
I was that that outdoor experience. It's kind of I think that they just say your experience or not, but I think it's more like, well, I think there's a couple different scales. So there's so that's, I think, actually I did put in you are new, you are a beginner. Okay, so if you refresh, I mean, I kind of took a stab. I thought it was kind of maybe, and then it wouldn't be adventure rating, it's experience rating.
Yeah.
And so my thought was like, I would kind of, I put in 3. If you refresh, it'll say experience.
Yeah.
And so I kind of had a thought on the definition, and so maybe newbie is not correct. We'll say none,
Yeah, none. Yeah.
or we'll say little.
Okay, yeah. That works, yeah.
All right, so if you hit if you refresh it, it'll say little, and then you go down, you click little, and it has the description for it. Oh, I got to change the rules on it. So my edit rules. Sorry, one moment. Okay, if you refresh it,
Yeah.
you can see I put in some.
Oh, cool.
Still kind of working on that one. All right.
Okay.
I know.
I can let me write a note down and I can brainstorm that one.
Yeah. I'm gonna make it point to the widgets. Okay. Now it should work. Hit refresh.
Okay.
Oops. And let me get rid of that clipboard thing. I'm sorry. One more time.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. So my thought was like someone without experience doesn't even know it's dangerous.
Right.
It's like your entire safety. You may have some ability, but you don't even know it's dangerous, and you're completely reliant on someone else's judgment.
Right.
And yeah, so you're relying on someone else's judgment, and even then, you still might need help knowing how to avoid hazards. That's what I thought was, in my mind, that's what I think of someone with experience.
I'd agree.
And then if you go to intermediate, they're aware, you're aware of the hazards. You might not necessarily be able to look out for other people, but you are aware of what the hazards are, and and do take appropriate safety precautions.
Right.
You might not be able to participate in a rescue, but or you might not be able to lead a rescue, but you're somewhat self-sufficient.
Right.
And so, and maybe we might want something better than intermediate, but that's what I have for now. But
Yeah.
that was my thought. And then lastly was expert. And yeah, I mean, so, and that's what I was thinking. Like an expert is, has all those things, plus can look out for other people, plus can come to the aid of other people. Lowercase e. But I think that would be a, have that in there. And my thought is the way to kind of test is the radio description saying, this is going over, or the verbal description is, Andrew's missing. However, he is, he has expert experience. He's an expert. He has expert outdoors experience and is knows for the safety of others or something like that. Try to think about what you would say in the description. So I could say, all right, Andrew does have, Andrew does not have diabetes, asthma, seizures, or heart conditions. His, he denies having these things, although I guess it's a check box, but put that over there saying, good news, he doesn't have any of those core 4 medical conditions.
Right.
And he is a certified responder. Maybe we don't have to say certified, but something that's advanced, and that can give him a clue. And then something else in the trip could be a newbie, and that could probably help you, guess with like, all right, well, would an expert person most likely hug a tree and stay where stay found, or would they try to hike out? And I guess that's where it gets into your that subject matter expert guy.
Right. Right.
All right, so let me see, what else do we have on the DHS questions? Let's see. So I think that's it. Then, like familiarity with geography. I mean, I think those are 3 good questions.
Yeah.
We have, scrolling down on that sheet, there was something like distinguishing marks, tattoos, or scars. I think that's on E2. I think that's covered under the other.
Right. For sure.
Clothing in one last scene. I think we basically have that. We might come back into that one later where you have the option to, and I think this is if you have a PanSurvival account, you have the option to provide richer information like the resources you're bringing and stuff like that. And the benefit of that will be not only do you get to write down the resources you're bringing, but PanSurvival will give you the option to print out stickers so you can identify those resources as yours and stuff like that.
Right. That'd be cool. Yeah.
Is there any other assessment question? Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's what. Do you have any? I think it'd be good to know if you have, if you're, I don't know, maybe, I guess that was my thought. I was like, do you require assistance? And I put that under the experience part.
Right.
And maybe instead of outdoor experience, I would say outdoor capabilities. That way it's not.
Yeah, that would.
So because you could be disabled, needs assistance. So I mean, because you could be intermediate, but you do, you need some assistance, whatever that might be. I just refreshed one. Yeah, what do you think about the word outdoor capability?
Yeah, I like that.
And then that way you could say, yeah, he's very capable, or
right.
So then that's the case. So then instead of little, we could say needs experience or needs assistance.
Needs assistance, yeah.
Okay. If you refresh.
There we go. Nice.
And so expert is can assist others, really.
Right. Yeah.
All right, so if you refresh that one, I like that because I think it tells you a little bit more.
For sure.
Was it not letting you check?
Yeah, I can't click on it.
Let me see what's going on. Page. Okay, should be able to get it now.
Not yet.
I'll just make another checkbox for another. So that one is assistance. Provide assistance. Oh, and they'll say independent.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good one.
Abilities. Okay. Try it now.
Perfect. Awesome.
Can provide assistance. All right, and then I'll hit play. Cool. And then you see the descriptions popping up now?
Let's see. Let me refresh here. Yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
We'll want to have some sort of feedback. So medical conditions, outdoor capabilities, and then familiarity with the geography. I wasn't sure how useful those maps are. That doesn't really tell me a whole lot there.
Yeah.
So maybe lose it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the idea of it, or maybe just one map.
Yeah. Or like a picture of a map or anything, really. Yeah.
Oh, just an icon, just to say, okay, I got it.
That's
So kind
what I
of
was.
like or got it. All right. Let me put one of those. Put one of those in. I'm going to put in a couple things for you to choose from. So we can do a map, or there's a compass. I refresh that.
Gotcha.
I don't. Let me get a different map. That's kind of that doesn't look all that obvious if that's a map. All right. Try another one. or refresh.
Gotcha.
Which
I
one
think you
looks?
should. I like the map and the compass. Maybe leaving those two.
Okay, that white one on the left doesn't look great. Oh, you
Yeah.
kind of. Actually, I think I can fix that. Hit refresh.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, that's a little better. Yeah.
So which ones do you like?
I like. I like the compass, and I kind of like the map that's in the middle.
Okay, that
Just
white
because it
one.
looks kind of like the compass.
Okay. And just leave all three of those in there?
Oh no, I was just thinking leaving the two that are in the middle.
Two that are in the middle. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
get
the
rid of this.
compass and the map with the blue in it.
Got it. All right. Um,
Cool.
let's see if we can make that a little small. If we can do familiarity with area,
Yeah.
then we can move that combo box up, so it's
Oh, I
it
see.
looks
Yeah.
like
That'll
the
look
other one.
better for sure.
Try now.
All right. Oh, nice. Yeah. Perfect.
And then same thing. I'll probably fix the spacing on, but if you select different items, oh, you won't see that until I put in the rule. All right, let me based on widgets. Okay, refresh that.
Yeah.
I get the same thing with descriptions for each of the ratings for navigation.
Oh, nice.
That'll be populated with that, but that was just
Yeah.
and it wouldn't that term beginning and ending locations, but I was just gonna reiterate the landmarks that you have.
For sure. Yeah. That's perfect.
Um, I think Homeland Security on their form they refer to that as knows the area. So we have familiar. Is knows the area even better? Because frequent isn't so great. Knows area.
Yeah. Let's see. Familiarity with area or knows area? I kind of like familiarity. Um, what do you think?
Well, because we have three levels. So like, what I think like needs assistance. Okay, that's good. Familiar. Oh, maybe like can lead
Yeah. That would work.
or maybe it's maybe instead of outdoor capability, like we do navigation capabilities.
Oh, okay. That sounds better. And it looks good with the outdoor capabilities too. Yeah.
A little too big for that. Drop it down. So, okay, the navigation capabilities. You need assistance. And needs assistance, independent, and then
And
provide assistance.
yeah.
Or actually, yeah.
Yeah, I think that works.
I almost think, yeah. It seems like one is like you're an expert if you like where you can do it with tools and out. Like a real local doesn't need GPS or anything like that one, so they can do it. I guess that's what I was thinking. Can navigate by by memory.
Yeah.
All right, so if you refresh that one, and I'll fix that space in there. something like that.
Yeah.
He needs assistance with navigation. He's an independent navigator, and he is an expert navigator. So maybe it's simple though. Maybe it just needs assistance, doesn't need assistance.
Well, let's see. If I am independent,
and the only reason I'm bringing that up is because Homeland Security just has knows area, does not know area.
Oh, really? Okay, then let's do that then. That's what they have.
Yeah. My type, even though we both know that there's another level.
Right.
This. All right, so if you refresh that,
Awesome.
move that up a little bit because we now have more space. Nose area that's not no area. So, and I'll come back and
Okay.
finish that one up. But after this, then you are done. So you hit proceed, and then it. This is the one where I guess I don't think we need to do this. I think
No.
I was here it may have been kind of fun to know all that stuff, but you're just done.
Yeah. Just finished.
Okay, so I'm going to just skip from that screen. So then instead of proceed, I'll use the word done.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, there you go. And then if you hit proceed, it doesn't say, hit back. Back a couple times.
Oh, there's done. It's done.
Or complete. I'll say complete. That's even better. Not done.
Complete. There we go.
And then that's it. You've sent that in there. You may, and then would you receive some sort of
like a confirmation email or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that would
I guess we didn't say anything about a confirmation email. I think right now we're just you filled it out, you're done.
Right.
Maybe unless maybe the screen is you're done. So you're done, and then that's I know. Here we go. So, and I'll make this a confirmation screen.
Oh, nice.
Change this when you click your profile is saved. Your PanSurvival profile is saved.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
Rescue information has been stored.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Now you can now. All right, I've got something. If you refresh, your PanSurvival rescue information has been stored. Maybe a little advertisement again, just reminding them why that's a good thing about the emergency contact. And I transposed an I and a T. That's fixed. Little spelling error. Oh, and then another return. Fortunately, I can only see spelling errors when it's on someone else's screen.
Oh, interesting.
So anyways, that's I think that's it.
Yeah.
And then that's the whole part of if you had a PanSurvival account, you would have something else, but you were just doing that easy one. And so that's the expedition team. And then on the other end, we have the interested party. They're going to just receive the information.
Right.
And I think that's the part where theirs is pretty simple. So you could click that emergency, I think right there. If that will that take you right there?
Oh, nice.
Oh, well, you can get to there if you do that smart device. You can just do that walkthrough.
Right. Right. Gotcha.
So hit send, receive, and then see that flow. I'll make it easier for you to jump into that one. But
okay, cool.
You could just click into that screen and get to what they would see. So if you hit send.
Oh, sorry. Smart device, send.
And then go and open up the email.
Boop.
We will update this with your text, but they would click here,
right,
and what the emergency contact sees. So they click this, and they would store that somewhere, and they could either click I don't recognize anyone, in which case they're done, and there's a kind of a similar confirmation screen. Nothing else needs to happen, but probably some little apology screen and letting you know that PanSurvival is a real website or something.
Right.
Then just kind of one-time thing. You click no in person. And I need to add the business rules because then after that the proceed becomes available. So you click proceed, and this is there's kind of that firewall in there where you have to, or that password thing, so you have to sign in. And right now, does clicking sign in take you there? Does that work?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So if you typed it in, you could just sign in. And that's where we'll have this next flow with the providing rescue information.
Right.
And we'll circle back on that one, but that's where the rescue information, based on what they had filled out before, if you had indicated that, I guess maybe if, let's see, what are the rescue questions you have? Well, right now we just have you're an emergency contact. It's real simple. You're an emergency contact. You can provide rescue information, report distress, or verify safety. The providing rescue information is basically we have all that stuff that's been filled out.
Right.
What other things we'd want to bring? Well, we have. I guess would you want to? Would you provide I guess.
Well, what I was thinking you could do here, which would be kind of cool, is if I was thinking of like the emergency contact could provide their own short assessment of the individual they're responsible for.
Okay.
So I can write that up, and so you don't have to like create that. But like what I was thinking is that if I can come up with some questions that are similar to the ones that are on the lost person questionnaire and things that will allow, it's like you assess yourself, and then now your contact is going to anonymously assess you, and then from that you can learn a lot. Like if I say I'm an expert and my emergency contact says otherwise, then you know that this individual has like an inflated sense of expertise. That's kind of what I was thinking.
All right, so then maybe if you move over to is that the lost person question or the published SAR addendum? Go to the far right one.
Yeah.
If you scroll down to E8 and E9.
E8. Okay.
So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I can. We don't need to fill out like all of this, but like I can definitely pull off some questions like the experience in outdoors, athletic ability, mobility, active, outgoing, quiet, withdrawn, that kind of thing.
For demonstration purposes, it would be the most useful if they could be questions where there's multiple choice in there.
Right.
In terms of, because I remember there's one like, are there legal problems?
Right.
Do they give up? Are they depressed? What's their emotional status?
Right. So choosing the ones that lend themselves for multiple choice questions.
Yes, that would be I think that would show up the nicest. I think that lost person questionnaire. Okay, maybe the lost person questionnaire. So that's what they could fill out.
Right.
So they could fill out that information, the outgoing, quiet, friendly. It'd be nice to have so they could fill out habits and personality.
Yeah.
Okay, so they would fill out, in this particular case, this guy, who's his name again?
Jerry?
Jerry Schnauder. They would be providing the habits and personality of Jerry Schnauder.
Yeah.
Okay, training experience. Training and experience. Huh. So do you think I mean, these obviously lend themselves well to checkboxes because they are.
Well, maybe they fill out habits and personality, and then I can add a few more questions from the other lost person questionnaire that lend themselves to multiple choice, and then And then with the training and experience,
I like mental too up at the top there as well.
say it again.
On the lost person questionnaire, if you scroll up to the top, mental health.
Yeah. Oh, mental health. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. So mental health and overall health, that would be a good one too. Those two. And then I'm thinking training and experience, that would be more something that I would fill out. I was wondering if maybe on the page where we do the familiarity with area, maybe we should ask just some simple questions that are on here, like yes or no, do you have medical training, or hunt regularly, or military experience. What do you think about that?
Let's see what. Let me just take a look what we have for room on that one.
Yeah.
Go back. So we have familiarity with the area, because I think we did start to kind of clear that one up, so we do have more room.
Right.
Yeah, so navigation capabilities, we went to, so that's just a good one, but we could just make that one a checkbox. Knows the area, doesn't know the area, so that's shorter. And that's just kind of general capabilities. All right, so outdoor all right, so I think what we did with outdoor capabilities, I think we could replace outdoor capabilities instead of having an overall rating, which is kind of nice, but does not necessarily is not necessarily as applicable. Is not necessarily as useful as the type of experience. So maybe outdoor capabilities could be replaced with a couple of these checkboxes.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Because I seem to recall that it was important to know if you're a hunter.
Right, because that's one of the profiles.
Yeah.
So that would be a good one to have.
And on the rescue information, it'd be nice to know purpose of the trip if it's a hunting trip.
Yeah.
That's just but I guess if you have hunting experience, you fit that hunting profile.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But this one works well, especially since your audience is the Alaska Public Safety. They're familiar with this one right here. So, what would be your top? Just taking a look at the space on the page.
How many do we have?
Although it's just checks, so we could have kind of two columns. I feel comfortable that there's, I think 4.
Okay.
4 would be, what would be your top 4? We could put in more, but I'm trying to keep it from being
too much.
Yeah. Although, they're big, so they're not horrible.
Let's see. I'm thinking hunts regularly. Military. Been lost before. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking hunts regularly, been lost before, overnight experience. And I don't know, which one do you think? What would be the last one?
Well, and we already have with the area already taken care of.
Right, right.
And for that part, maybe we just get rid of, right now we call it navigation capabilities. Let's just lose that, and we'll just have a general thing called outdoor capabilities, and we're pulling that from an experience.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess I could just put them all in there. I think it is possible I might be able to fit them all in there, and then we could just see what it looks like.
Okay.
All right. Let me do that right now. So. Yeah, I think this was a good find.
Yeah.
And click the test button.
Test.
And I'm going to put in there, so we'll just do familiar with the area. And then we need to change that to indicate your outdoor capability, so they know that what to do. Indicate your Store capabilities. And we're going to use checkboxes. There it is. So, very familiar with the area. I think I'm going to need to make the font size just a little bit smaller to get.
Okay. Yeah.
So then we're familiar with area. Add formal training. I think that's kind of vague. Well, that one's okay, but then I think you got to have like a follow-up question, like what is your formal? I wonder how helpful that is.
Yeah, we can leave that one out. Like I understand, like someone checks yes, and it's like, okay, what does that mean?
Yeah. Cool. So we'll drop that one. Medical training, that's a good one to have. Hunts.
Yeah, hunts regularly.
So if you've ever hunted, then that doesn't been lost before. So take a look at your screen. I'm going to start
Perfect.
trying to see. I mean, it seems like if we start that next column, it might start to get busy. I mean, I could start put it up. What do you think so far?
Yeah. I think, let's see, we have overnight, been lost, hunts regularly, medical training, been lost before. I think the only other one that I want is the military experience. So could we possibly fit one more in there?
Yeah. Well, and some of them are shorter descriptions, so maybe those guys could go side by side.
Right.
All right. So, all right. And I need to make everything lowercase. That's regularly. And there's more room. I can move this up more. Refresh.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's why I always like to get kind of almost obnoxiously big. That way it's like when you do have to squeeze, it doesn't look that bad.
Right.
Refresh it one more time. I think I've got it.
Nice. Perfect.
Okay, so military experience. What about military or scouting? I mean, aren't those kind of the same? So we could do
Yeah, I
military.
don't know what they meant by scouting, to be honest.
I was
I mean,
thinking like scouts.
oh, like Boy Scouts. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, you do military/scouts. That would work.
We get. Seems like those are at the same. Yeah, so climbing experience we don't have. I guess that would be nice. I mean, if someone's a climber, do they tend to do something different? I mean, is there a
Well, I
profile for
think,
climbers?
yeah, I don't know if there's a profile for climbers, but they have all the climbing gear. I think that's what they want to know, and the
And we'll
expertise.
hit that later with the resources section.
Right.
Okay, so well, the part then, so that's that last part. You know, indicate you're outdoors. So that's like kind of a self-assessment. But then we'll have the subjective part, and they can validate. You know, they can take a look at your information. They can validate what's there.
Right.
Or they can just see what you've had and perhaps add to it, because maybe no one admits that they've been lost before.
Right.
Um, so, all right. Yeah, actually, I mean, we could put that in there, but it seems like been lost before. Maybe we could, um, been lost before and goes out alone. Seems like those would almost be something that your third-party person would fill out. I mean,
Yeah.
if it all goes to the same page, we don't care. I mean, it would all show up.
Right.
But, well,
Right.
it's good for now. This is not, I guess you don't have to have perfect being the enemy of good. All right. Well, we've simplified this one up a lot.
Yeah, this one looks good.
So then they'll hit done here, and then they say, you know, they get the confirmation.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll show like that this radio description, like this is what would be said over the radio, or blah blah blah.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be good. That'd be good. I'm sorry, Tony, but I gotta get ready for my first responder course.
Okay,
We're, we're definitely making headway, but I gotta go do this.
okay, sounds good. Do you want to do this for set this up for Monday same time?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, cool. And then we'll just go through the questionnaire. You know, on the I think we'll do questionnaire for the emergency contact.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Awesome. All right. Well, good luck. Have a good weekend, and happy Veterans Day.
Thank you very much.
Talk to you next week. Bye.
All right, bye.